In that statement from Daniel Levy today, we saw nothing other than excuse and deliberate attack. We saw, attack on fans basically for not spending more. But this is one of the worst seasons ever in the club's history. We're 14th, and it's embarrassing. And we're only just about 14th on goal difference. It's been nothing other than shocking. We've lost, as many games as we've won this year. It's just appalling. Everywhere you look, we've lost more home games than we've won. We've lost more away games than we've won. And he just finds a way of blaming everyone else but himself. Fans would not be the person I'd blame for this. And just more excuses about basically how we won't, spend a lot in the summer. You know how it's going to look. And people say it doesn't make a big difference, but it's totally wrong when you've got someone increasing, their salary, increasing their bonus every year when the club is making a loss. Second year now, another loss. Yes, a little bit down the loss, but we haven't got as much revenue brought in, and we've made a bigger loss. Yet still he's going to take out more of a bonus, and that's wrong for me. I know we can't go and get a Haaland with that. I totally get that, but it does all make a difference. And I do believe the money's there. I think the stadium creates it, and I don't buy all the excuses. For me, it just gives fans another reason, and rightly so, to attend that change for Tottenham process against Southampton, attend that march, and really get behind the cause, because this club is rotten from top to bottom, and it starts at the top. That's where the blame has to be. The foundations are broken. I absolutely do agree with that. And Ange is a big problem, but he's not the main problem at Tottenham. The problem is Levy and the board. The way we recruit is just never going to be ambitious enough. And it's not just a Levy issue. I think it's a broader Enoch issue, because if you look at us at the moment, just our model, we're never going to be successful. It's not, you're ever going to compete with the big six. It's just not ambitious. We're not going to go out there and compete for top players. It's all good signing young players, but we also need experience, ready-made players. And the money's been spent for Ange, but for me, you've got to argue the case of, has it been spent well? And has it been spent well under previous managers? And I think you all come to the conclusion, no. January, we all know what we needed. We needed a centre-back, and it took 32 days to bring in a centre-back. Yes, we got the right signing, which is crucial. Credit to the club for that, but it took far too long. And that just ruined that month with several losses, and arguably ruined the season as well, because it's still savable at that point. North London Derby, for example, we lost. If we brought in a centre-back, could have been a different story. It's just really frustrating. Our season was completely dismantled in that month because of the board's lack of action. And we know how it would have went. It would have wages, not getting the deal done. Pedro Neto, for example, last summer, I know in a different position, but we could crying out for a player like him, that long-term replacement for Son, and we haven't done it. So we have to rely on Odegaard to jump ahead of his development schedule. So I'm fuming. And going back to the original, what I was talking about with Levy in the statement, it's just a load of excuses, and fans should be not be the ones that he's attacking. It's just so frustrating.